What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and yeah, Los Angeles, where I live, is still pretty much fully locked down, which means I am stuck inside buying things I probably shouldn't on the internet. So you guys recall, a couple weeks ago, I purchased one of MVMT's most popular watches for $95. Well, I actually found the same exact watch on AliExpress for $3.98. Now, with such a steep discount, this begs the question, is this the same watch, or is it an imposter? Well, let's take a look. It's 12:46 p.m. Let's get down to business. Alright, so as we take a look at my beautiful bespoke background here, you'll notice there's no watch, okay? And that's because I wanted to kind of look back fondly on that MVMT men's minimalist vintage, whatever they wanted to call it, watch. It was a piece of rubbish, you know? It had a bunch of debris under the crystal, didn't hit any of the indexes. It was a toy. Although most toys are fun, this toy was just painfully disappointing. One thing I will say is that MVMT came with very fancy schmancy packaging and a whole bunch of promotional material, because at the end of the day, MVMT is not a watchmaker, okay? They're a social media marketing agency, which is whatever, that's perfectly fine. I just wish they were more upfront with what they sold and how they sold it, because I have a feeling they started out as essentially a drop shipping company. They were selling these really cheap Chinese rubbish watches, and then they found a way to slap their name on the dial. They made a bunch of money, marked them up, and called it a day. Okay, so fast forward to now, I bought the same watch, seemingly the same watch, for $3.98 instead of $95. Now, what I will tell you, boom, here it is, the AliExpress MVMT. This did not come with any of the fancy schmancy promotional material. This just was thrown in an envelope, and it was sent to me in this plastic pouch. Very crinkly, very satisfying if you're into ASMR. Today, I will be taking a look at a really crappy watch that I bought for $3.98. That's enough of that. I'm feeling sick to my stomach and painfully uncomfortable. Okay, so no packaging, no promotional material, just a watch that looks almost identical to that MVMT I purchased for $95, but it's not perfectly identical because I see some differences right off the bat. This watch, ooh, kind of hit it a little hard there, my bad. This watch doesn't have that MVMT engraving on the case back, and also, the handset looks a little different. Let's get it out of this package and we can inspect it further. Oh my God, this watch is filthy. Oh my gosh. Dude, this was sealed in this plastic pouch and sent to me, and I almost don't want to touch that because I don't know what that is. Oh my God. Oh my, that is under the crystal. Okay, I have some solvent here on my desk. We're going to spritz it a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, look, tiny bit right there. We're gonna use this little microfiber square. Yeah, that is under, that's under the crystal. Oh my. Wow. All right, so this is very strange. One thing that I'm legitimately at a loss for words. This is the worst watch that's ever been sent to me, just purely from a cleanliness standpoint. Like, that Wish watch that I bought for $1, it had debris under the dial, but it like, this is, it looks like some type of water damage or fluid damage. I don't want to use the word fluid. I'm holding this watch without gloves on, and I really wish that I saw this discoloration before I picked it up. But we're removing that crown stopper. Let's see if the watch ticks. It is. Oh, you'll see where the hands were. There's discoloration, so this is some type of water damage. Wow. See guys, when you ask me, should you pull your crowns to keep the battery life on your quartz watches? Don't. Because moisture can get in there, debris can get in there. Batteries are cheap. Replacing a watch is not. The watch stopped running. The crown's in all the way. No Indiglo function. Unbelievable. At least that Wish watch worked. I pulled the crown out and I pushed it back in, and it's ticking again. This is bizarre. Wow. So normally the editor would kind of sprinkle in some macro footage for you guys so you can really see up close what I am seeing. The camera is having a hard time focusing because of how filthy this watch is under the crystal. There's really not a whole lot you can glean from this footage because it is so cloudy and murky and just disgusting that zooming in would just show you more of that filth. This is wild. This is not what I thought would happen in this review. I thought we would compare both of the movement watches and we would have the same watch, but it ends up the MVMT watch from MVMT, it was actually better than this. Crazy. What we can see is this watch does retain the red MVMT logo at the 12 o'clock. It does have kind of an awkward afterthought of a date window. It does have a white date wheel, just like the other MVMT watch. So there are some similarities there. Now, what I will say is the handset does look different. Does look a bit different than the MVMT one. The minute and the hour hand look a bit different. The second hand doesn't seem as broad as the one on the $95 MVMT watch. Another difference that I'm noticing is the crown is actually a tiny bit different. The crown on this AliExpress one seems to be a bit smaller. This is just really bizarre. Also, the indexes on this AliExpress don't look as applied. I know it's weird talking about applied indexes when we're talking about like MVMT and AliExpress, but believe it or not, the indexes on the MVMT watch that was $95, they actually look more applied. They look more robust. This is crazy. This is a crazy outcome for this review. Look at this. It's funny actually, when we zoom out a little bit, it looks way worse. This is insanity. Yeah, no case back engraving. We're gonna measure it. We still should absolutely measure it, excuse me, so that we can compare it with the MVMT watch. All right, so as we look back at the MVMT watch that was $95, it had a 44.9 millimeter case diameter. It had a 51.6 millimeter lug to lug. It had a 9.7 millimeter thick case, and it was powered by a VJ52B quartz movement. That's right, we are going to take off the case back and release whatever toxins are within this watch. This is the sacrifice I will make for you guys here. But first, let's measure it to kind of compare the dimensions here. All right, please protect me, digital calipers. Please protect me. I don't think anything will be able to protect me from this. All right, let's measure the diameter. So instead of a 44.9 millimeter case diameter, this watch has a 45 millimeter case diameter, 45.1. All right, so that's within, that's very close to 44.9. Okay, we'll give it that. Now let's measure the lug to lug. So instead of a 51.6 millimeter lug to lug, this has a 51.9 millimeter lug to lug. All right, that's close. Now let's measure the case thickness. So instead of a 9.7 millimeter thick case, this has a 9 millimeter thick case. All right, so a little bit different when it comes to the dimensions, but what I'm most interested about is the movement. And I'm stuttering here because I'm actually worried about what weird curse is held within this watch's case, but we will release it into the world right now. Let's do it. All right, so the first issue, this watch does not have any sort of lip or any sort of detent to get that case back off, so I'm going to just pry it off and hope for the best. Let's see if this works out. Got it. That wasn't terrible. All right, as we zoom in here, we see another very basic quartz movement, nothing really to write home about. But what is different is that this is not the same movement that was in the $95 movement watch. On that $95 movement watch, we saw what was most likely a Hattori Pulsar movement, which is a Japanese quartz movement. Here, we see something that says Z205 Zongchen, which seems to be Chinese. So this is most likely just a Chinese movement. Total rubbish. Makes sense that this watch was $3.98. Honestly, it was probably not even worth that. You have the little ring to replace the battery that pops out. I don't know why you would ever replace the battery because this battery is probably more expensive than the watch itself. The movement watch for $95 was total garbage. This Zongchen AliExpress movement watch is somehow even worse than that. Again, insanity. Here's something really funny that I just did off camera. So usually, when you press a case back on a watch after taking it off, you need one of these, which is a case back press, or just a watch press, whatever you want to call it. You can use it for crystals, you can use it for case backs. I typically just use it for case backs. These pressed on case backs are typically very hard to put back on. So you can take them off, but putting them back on, the tolerances are typically so tight that it's hard to press on just using your hands. This I just did with 2 fingers. Dook. And I know I'm an incredibly strong human specimen. If you want to see me lift weights, you can check out my G-Shock GBDH 1000 review. Link up here to watch that. You know, got to roll the footage. All right, so we can all agree I'm much stronger than whoever's watching this right now, but I'm not typically strong enough to press these on by hand, but this just came on like a Lego piece. It was just, this is not a good watch is what I'm trying to say. I guess now we can take a look at the crown setting and function. I don't know why we are even playing with this watch any further. All right, so it is setting the time. There were, yep, there are 2 tangible crown settings, so that's interesting. Yep, first one obviously sets the date. Everything about this watch is terrible. I need to say that. Everything about this watch feels absolutely terrible. Another thing that I've noticed is once you pull the crown out and you push it back in, it doesn't like fully realize that the crown is pushed back in. So what you have to do is like jiggle it around and then the second hand starts going again. This is just, yeah, I somehow regret spending $3.98 on this watch more than I regret spending $95 on that MVMT. Words I never thought I would say. Here's another thing that I absolutely want to complain about. Working with AliExpress itself, the ordering process was not great. Believe it or not, I purchased this watch the same time I purchased that other MVMT for $95. The difference was that in 2 days, I got that $95 MVMT, and this took, wait for it, 2 months. That's right, 2 months for me to get this watch. And I had to set up a claim through AliExpress. Not because I was so upset about my $3.98, but it was because I needed that watch for a review. I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison, and it wasn't showing up, and I wanted to know what the heck was going on. Well, they responded, and they actually gave me my money back, and then the day they sent me my money back, this came in the mail. which is, I mean, kind of serendipitous. I don't want to say what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it. If you want one of these movement watches that look like this, probably buy the $95 one. I'm sorry.
What?
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 I cannot believe I'm saying that. I am not recommending the $95 movement, but I cannot in good conscience allow anybody watching this video right now to put this on their wrist. This might be bad for your health, like for your physical health, this might be bad for you. I don't know what to do right now. I'm so sorry, this is so bad. Look at it, it is filthy. Oh my God, like I have tickles on my face like that I want to scratch, and I can't even do that because I've been touching this watch. Like I need to wear a hazmat suit, I feel like. This is, wow. So here's my kind of conclusion, guys. In conclusion, don't spend $95 on the movement watch and don't spend $3.98 on this AliExpress watch. Just buy another really cool watch for around, you know, $100 or less, like a Star King. In fact, I bought another Star King, really cool automatic with a sapphire crystal for well under $100, and I'm about to review that one. So there's a bunch of really cool options out there. Guess what? Star King's Chinese. Just because a watch is Chinese doesn't mean it's cheap and bad. This watch is most likely Chinese, judging by that Zhong Chen movement. And it is just absolutely atrocious. So don't buy any kind of movement, please. Don't buy anything that has MVMT on the dial. Especially with this one, you're going to wait, you know, multiple months. It's not going to come in, and then when it does come in, it is a biohazard. So just don't waste your money. Just allow me to keep wasting my money, okay? That's my job. I'm fine. I'll waste my money so you don't have to. There. And with that being said, none of these reviews could be possible without my channel members. Thank you so much, guys. This one is for you. $4.99 gets you a channel membership. You get 6 pieces of content a week. And yeah, you get access to the members only Discord chat. It's a whole lot of fun, guys. Again, $4.99 a month. And I use that money and I get to pay my editors, I get to buy these products to review, and you keep me here on YouTube, and you allow me to keep making those 6 pieces of content a week. So thank you guys so much, my channel members. I'm sorry for using that money to buy this watch, but it was an episode that I had to make because the second I mentioned MVMT watches, people are like, you can buy the same ones on AliExpress. Well, I did, and it's terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna have nightmares about this for sure. So please, guys, if you're enjoying this content, if you had a laugh, if you learned something new, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, become a channel member if you can, join the T3 Army and become a certified T3 bot. Check out the affiliate links in the description below. Check out my personal website, www.thetimetellershop.com. You won't find any of this rubbish there, but you will find vintage luxury watches for an affordable, honest price, serviced with a 1-year warranty, handpicked by me. So go there, check that out. A bunch of other really cool merch that you can use to support the shop. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with everyone you know. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Okay, someone get me some hand sanitizer. We're gonna have to clean up this whole freaking studio. Dab.